Hey guys, this is Sean. I wanted to give the perspective of a husband and a father of 4 under 10 years old on why we love our Hearth Display. The main feature here that we'll start with is the calendar. Obviously this is the key feature to this Hearth Display, and one reason why we love it so much is with 4 kids under the age of 10, 2 of which that can't even read, like my 4-year-old, it's hard for them to be able to access a calendar that's either on paper or one that you have to look at on your phone, which is what we were using before we got the Hearth Display. Now with this, what they can look at is, and I'll show you, there's little emojis that we'll use for our little ones, or we can obviously add in things for us that show them what they're doing and what they need to do for each day, so that they can be organized and understand what the plan is for the day. The other thing that we like is that it will sync with iCal, it will sync with Google Calendar, so that there's always, it's always easy for us to stay in touch and add things as we go to make sure that we're not missing anything. One thing as well that we really like is the app is really great. The app can do a lot of things. One is you can add directly into the app for any activities, but it also provides nice notifications. So when there is something new that's added, and I'm at work all day, and so if my wife or my kids add something into the calendar, I can get notified to make sure that I'm on the same page and automatically alerted of that. One other thing that is in the app is the Hearth Helper. What it does is that you take a picture of anything that you have, school schedules, sports schedules, all the things that you got to keep track of, where there's a dozen or more entries that have to be made, practice, games, so on and so forth. You can put it into the Hearth Helper with just a simple picture of the schedule, and it'll automatically be entered into the Hearth very quickly. So they're using an AI assistant, and that's makes it a really breeze to be able to get it into the calendar without much work on our side. The next feature I'm going to show you is lists. The list is great because it can give to-do lists for everybody in the family. It breaks it out by individual. The other item is where oftentimes I'll keep lists on my phone for things that are work related or church duties that I need to do. But what's really nice here is that anything that's family related, we can just put right here into the Hearth Display. So some of the ones that we have are family bucket list, or a list for babysitters when they come over, or grocery list, things like that we can all be on the same page and coordinating thanks to the lists. The next feature I'm going to show you is routines. Now the routines I don't use quite as much, but for my wife and for the kids who are home a lot more often, and my kids who need to get their chores done, this is a great feature. And it takes away a lot of the stress from us as parents of, when the kid wants to play video games or go to a friend's house, and we'll say, okay, are your routines done? And so once they have all their chores in here completed, we can get a notification again on the app, or we can just come over and check it. And once it's done, it takes away any of the fighting. We just say, hey, let's see if you finished your routines. And so again, it's great to be a parent, but some of the stressful areas of parenting, getting chores done, or permissions to go do things, we don't have to worry about that, because we're able to just look right to the routines and see if they've done the work that they've needed to do. Another thing that's just really nice about this is the display overall. It's a really clean look, and I'm going to show you too. You can have what they call a privacy mode, and this is just a family picture that we've put on here. You can change that easily in the app, but it just looks really clean sitting here. It's right between our kitchen and our pantry. So it's really nice. It's an essential area, and it looks really clean with the nice framing around it. It's a great asset to the family, and it's an awesome gift. So right now it's April. We've got a little bit of time here before Mother's Day coming up, but it can be great for Mother's Day. It can be great for anniversary, for birthday, for Christmas, not just for your wife, but for the whole family. The one concern here though that I was concerned with is the steep price. And for something that costs several $100s, what I always want to make sure is, am I getting a workhorse out of this? So something like my iPhone, I use it every day. It works great. I never have an issue with it. And I wanted to make sure that if we're going to spend that kind of money on something like the Hearth Display, that we're getting something that's going to work. And one thing that I've noticed here, is it's free of glitches. there's updates that happen automatically. So if there is an update, I've never lost any information. The calendar has never had a glitch where you all of a sudden lose things you added in there, or you missed an appointment. There's been no glitches along the way that have ever caused any issue. And lastly, just from a durability standpoint, we've got a bunch of little fingers touching this thing every day, and it's getting used a lot. And it still looks, after a couple years, like brand new. So the frame is nice and sturdy, it's clean. The screen can be easily cleaned. We've never had an issue with smudges or anything that's gotten on it. It's always been able to get nice and clean and look like brand new after no time. So ultimately, I would recommend this. It's been a great gift for us, and I think it could be something that's great for you too. And by the way, if you are making the decision to go ahead and buy a Hearth Display, there's an affiliate link that we can share right here in the description that will save you $40 on the cost of the Hearth Display. So whether you buy that now or you want to buy it sometime in the future, come back, get that link, it'll save you $40 off your purchase. I know gift giving can be hard, and so hopefully this takes a little bit of the stress out of that equation. Thanks for watching. I hope this review helps and allows you to be able to get the information you need to decide whether to make a purchase on the Hearth Display.